page 4, School Days. First piece of this book, I'm assuming you've been through book 1 and you know all that stuff. That you can remember these, you know the names of the notes, and you know how the counting works, and you understand the symbols. Now, as we go through the book, I'm going to talk about all the symbols, because it's really important you understand everything you see here. So I'm going to cover it eventually. I don't want to cover it in one video. We'd be here for an hour, and that would bore me, you, and everybody else. Yuck. So let's just review. At the top of the page, they give you a chart for the counting. I don't like charts. Yuck. They also give you a picture of the keyboard and where the keys are. I'm assuming you already know this. You don't need that chart. I don't use those charts anyway, so you need to know that stuff. If you don't, you need to go back through book 1 again and review everything, please. The left hand, you're starting on 5th finger on F. That puts your hand in this position. The right hand, when it comes in, it starts 4th finger on F. That puts it in this position, so you're in middle C position, because middle C is the middle. You're going to use these notes. So, and I don't know how well you're getting it or how advanced you are. If you have to, forget the counting and just play the notes. Here, you have an F and then a G. Just make sure you know where these notes are and you're comfortable with them, and you can play all the notes. You're fine. Don't worry about counting or nothing, all that junk. We just do this for now until you get it. And when you're comfortable reading the notes, now we'll add the counting. Tells us how long to hold the notes down. Half note, remember, in 4/4 time, remember the 4/4 at the beginning? That's the time signature, and the bottom number tells you what you're counting. That 4 stands for quarter note. So a half note gets 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're just playing the notes and holding them out as long as you're supposed to hold them out. Okay. By the way, they have a little thing at the top in this chart with the counting where a whole note equals 4 counts. I understand that right now a whole note might equal 4 counts, but that's not always going to be the case. It's just, that's the way it is for now. But problem is, underneath those notes, they have that always be careful with the fingering. Well, the fingering has nothing to do with the counting. Don't try and associate fingering and how long you hold a note down. Nothing to do with each other. Just in the fingering, just make sure you're using the finger on the note they tell you to. Make sure you put your hands where, and you're using the fingers on those notes. In the piece here, they only need the finger number at the beginning for the left hand and the finger number at the beginning for the right hand. Those are the only finger numbers you need. If I were your teacher, I'd take a pencil and I'd scribble out all those other finger numbers. You don't need them. Don't read finger numbers. Read the notes. You're just using whichever finger happens to be on that key. That's all. Because eventually the hands are going to start moving around, and you got to know which key your fingers are on at all times. So you go through and learn this, and when you're comfortable with it, then come back to the video in the Play With Me section and play it along with me, and make sure you're playing the same note I'm playing at the same time I'm playing it, to make sure you got it. I put the starting point of the Play With Me section in the description, so when you're ready, you can come back to the video and find that spot, go over into the video, wherever, and just start that place. Although it wouldn't hurt you to review the lessoning. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. I'm going to go 1, 2, ready, go. That's 4 counts. And we're going to play it together slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. There is a duet part here, a teacher's part. I'd like to play the teacher's part, and you play what you just played. We're going to go the same speed here. I don't always do that, but here in this video I'm going to go the same speed. Now, to help us stay together, the teacher's part doesn't play on every beat. So on the beats the teacher doesn't play, I'm going to play your note. Whatever your note happens to be on that beat. Otherwise, you got to play your part because it's different than the teacher's part. So let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1,